It's a universal truth. Relationships are hard work, but some behaviors can push them over the edge. Now, more than ever, we need to understand the habits that can poison our partnerships. This isn't about pointing fingers or playing the blame game. It's about opening our eyes to the pitfalls that exist within us all. So, get ready to get real, because we're about to explore 5 common behaviors that might just be sabotaging your love life. Let's dive into the 5 behaviors that could be sabotaging your love life. First up, the silent killer of relationships, lack of communication. Now imagine you're in a dark room, trying to navigate your way through, but you keep bumping into furniture. That's what a relationship without communication feels like. A blind walk into the unknown. Without clear and open communication, misunderstandings become the norm. Let's put it this way: if you're not talking, you're not sharing, and if you're not sharing, you're not connecting. Communication is the bridge that links 2 hearts. It's the lifeline of any relationship. Poor communication can come in many forms, and it's not always about the absence of dialogue. It can be a misinterpretation of words, assuming instead of asking, or even speaking without truly listening. How many times have we heard one partner say, "But I thought you knew," or "I assumed you wouldn't mind"? Assumptions are the termites of relationships, and they usually stem from lack of communication. Another fallout of poor communication is resentment. When feelings are bottled up, they tend to ferment into resentment. Before you know it, a small misunderstanding has snowballed into a major issue. You're no longer just upset about the dishes left in the sink. It has now become about respect, consideration, and value. But here's the good news. Communication is a skill, and like any skill, it can be improved. Start by being honest about your feelings. If something bothers you, speak up. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader. Next, practice active listening. This means not just hearing, but truly understanding your partner's perspective. Finally, remember that it's not just about the words, but also the tone. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So, choose your words and tone wisely. In conclusion, communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's the oxygen that keeps the flame of love alive. Lack of it can create a chasm, but with it, you can build bridges. Remember, the key to a successful relationship isn't just about speaking, but also about listening and understanding. With good communication, the relationship has a solid foundation to grow and thrive. Next on the list, dishonesty, a fast track to relationship ruin. Dishonesty, whether it comes in the form of trivial fibs or major betrayals, can cause an earthquake in the trust department of a relationship. Think about it. Trust is like a mirror. Once broken, even if you manage to put it back together, the cracks remain visible. Now, let's talk about those little white lies. We've all told them, right? It's just a tiny fib to avoid hurting your partner's feelings. But the problem is, these seemingly innocent lies can pile up, like snowflakes on a winter's day. Before you know it, you've got a snowball of deception rolling downhill, and it's only getting bigger. Then, there are the major betrayals, the kind that leave a lasting mark. These are the lies that can shatter trust, like a sledgehammer to that mirror we talked about earlier. These betrayals can be anything from infidelity to hiding significant financial problems. And let's be clear, these aren't just potholes on the relationship road. They're sinkholes that can swallow a relationship whole. So, how do we foster honesty and trust? Well, it starts with open communication. Yes, the truth can sting, but it's better than the relentless itch of suspicion. Be open, be transparent, and remember that trust is a two-way street. Next, understand that honesty isn't just about not lying. It's about being true to who you are. Be authentic, be real, be you. Your partner fell in love with you, not a facsimile of you. Finally, when mistakes happen, own up to them. Apologize, make amends, and learn from it. Remember, trust isn't built in a day. It's built daily, brick by brick, action by action. Dishonesty is a detour that leads nowhere good. It's a path that veers away from the high road of honesty, trust, and mutual respect. But like any bad habit, it can be broken, and a new, healthier habit can be formed in its place. Remember, honesty is the best policy, even when the truth hurts. Thirdly, we have a silent relationship killer: lack of quality time. Picture this: two individuals so caught up in their daily grind that they become like ships passing in the night. They're in a relationship, yes, but the bond weakens with every missed opportunity to connect. Shared experiences, those moments of laughter, of shared victories, even shared challenges, they all form the bedrock of a strong relationship. Just think about it. When was the last time you had a heart-to-heart conversation with your partner? Or had a fun night out, just the two of you? These moments are not just nice-to-haves, they're need-to-haves. They breathe life into your relationship, keeping it vibrant and strong. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to forget how crucial these moments are. But remember, it's not about having time, it's about making time. Quality time is the glue that keeps the relationship strong and connected. Fourth on our list, neglecting self-care, a surefire way to drain the life out of a relationship. Imagine a garden. It's vibrant and full of life because it's tended to regularly. Now imagine if that same garden was neglected. The once lush greenery would wither, the blooms would fade, and it would lose its vitality. That's what happens in a relationship when one or both partners neglect self-care. Self-care, in essence, is about nurturing our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about taking time to tend to our own garden, so to speak. When we neglect this crucial aspect, it's akin to trying to draw water from an empty well. We may end up feeling drained, resentful, and simply lack the energy to invest in the relationship. Burnout is a common outcome of neglecting self-care. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion, often resulting from excessive and prolonged stress. And let's be real, a relationship where one or both partners are constantly running on empty is not a happy one. But here's the good news. Incorporating self-care into your schedule doesn't have to be a Herculean task. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to meditate, read a book, or even just sit in silence. It could mean saying no to obligations that don't serve you, and yes to activities that bring you joy and replenish your energy. Remember, self-care is not about being selfish or self-indulgent. It's about maintaining your individuality and well-being within the relationship. When you take care of yourself, you're in a better position to take care of your partner and your relationship. You're able to bring your best self to the table. So, don't let your relationship become a neglected garden. Tend to your own needs and watch as your relationship blossoms. Self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for a healthy, happy relationship. Last but not least, taking each other for granted. A slow but steady relationship destroyer. It's a silent killer, creeping into your bond undetected until it has done significant damage. This occurs when we forget the value of our partners, when their presence becomes as ordinary as the furniture in our homes. We stop acknowledging their efforts, their love, their existence. This breeds resentment, a sense of being undervalued. But fear not, this can be rectified. It's about cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Start by appreciating the small things. A heartfelt thank you for the cup of coffee they made for you this morning. A warm smile for the chores they did without being asked. Show them, through words and actions, that their presence in your life is not just ordinary, but extraordinary. It's simple, really. Make them feel seen, make them feel loved. Because at the end of the day, never forget to appreciate your partner. It's the little things that make a big difference. So there you have it, 5 behaviors that can kill a relationship. Let's recap: lack of communication, dishonesty, not spending quality time together, neglecting self-care, and taking each other for granted. All these can damage a relationship, but awareness and effort can help mend the cracks. So, keep these points in mind and strive to build a healthier, happier relationship. If you found this video useful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more relationship advice. Remember, a great relationship isn't luck. It's work, but it's worth it.